Alright, let's do this. So YouTube Red was announced, not too long ago. I don't know. It's launching tomorrow. But Fluttersky, one of my writers, suggested that I do a video talking about it. So that's what this is gonna be. Before we get into what YouTube Red is, I think I need to explain YouTube's monetization system. Now, the monetization system it's basically a switch that I hit when I upload a video. It's like, would you like to monetize this for ad revenue? Which is why there are ads that play at the beginning of the video. And there's another small ad that pops up like, I don't know, like 10 seconds in. And then there's the other one that plays alongside the video player. I'm looking at one right now on my other monitor. It's for Intel HP something Sprout. Oh, it's a 3D printer. Cool. That's what that is. Now, we actually have a very harsh policy on our ads. Now we believe that we here at Headhunter Productions get it. Ads are stupid, alright? Ads are stupid. But for us, they're a necessary evil, which is why what we've done is we've limited the amount of ads that you are exposed to as much as we can without interrupting your video experience too heavily. Now, what I mean by that is you're gonna get the ad that appears down at the bottom that you have to hit the little X on like 10 seconds in. You're gonna get the ad that appears at the beginning, and you're gonna get the ad that plays at the beginning. But there will never be an ad that is 30 seconds that you can't skip. You will always be able to skip those. I can't guarantee anything for the 15-second ads, but you might be able to skip those as well. I don't know. It really depends on the advertiser's preference or whatever. Either way, there will never be an advertisement that's 15 seconds. Anything longer, you're going to be able to skip. That is what I believe should be the way that things are done. Now, I remember when ads were first introduced onto YouTube. It was the worst thing in the universe. Adblock really took off. And let me talk about Adblock. For those of you who are actually using Adblock, I can buy food. I can afford things. I'm really not losing money over you guys. So do not worry. I'm not here to get on your case. However, Adblock is a very major issue on the internet. Now, everyone shut up, put your pitchforks down. It's a major issue. Adblock has essentially destroyed any means of advertising on multiple websites. And now, I will admit that I have it enabled sometimes, mainly during streams. Mainly during live streams, in case I need to pull up a video. I don't want to have you guys suffer through an ad, or I might need quick access to the live stream page without an ad playing. So then I believe that Adblock is necessary. Otherwise, it's completely turned off. Okay? That is my policy on ads. And right now, actually, I've been forgetting to turn it off on live streams, so yeah, that's happening. But anyway, but Adblock is a very major issue because that's not just how we are able to get our income. That's how the majority of websites are able to get their income. It's the ad revenue. Like, all over the web, you're gonna see advertisements, and that's how they pay for those sites. They're not just there to annoy you. Now, I'll admit that there are some out there that are just stupid, like shoot the iPod or shoot the Wii U or shoot the PS4 and win all this bullshit, or congratulations, you've been selected to receive 2 free iPod Nanos. Now, those are bad, and I agree that those should be stripped from the universe. But the advertising industry is what keeps the internet alive. It's what keeps us going. It's what keeps us making videos. It's what has kept me out of an office for the past 3 years. 5 if you count the fact that I could work at 16. I'm 21 now. And I have yet to actually have a job. Yeah, how about that? I'm making a living sort of off of YouTube. It is yet to take off, but we're getting there. But essentially that's the idea behind the YouTube monetization system. Now let's introduce YouTube Red. Now, YouTube Red is their new paid monthly service that they're coming out with. Now, we don't have a lot of information about it because YouTube is fucking infamous for not giving their content creators any information on what the fuck is coming with the upcoming changes to the site. They are infamous for this, unless you're like PewDiePie or someone where they're actually gonna try and get in contact with you. They are infamous for not giving any details. All we know so far, and what I'm hoping is true, is that this new service is just another means of is yet another means of money influx for you alongside your currently played advertising. Now, I need to go into detail as to what YouTube Red actually is. YouTube Red is their new service. The main feature of it is to disable advertising. Now, here's the thing. There's billions upon billions of problems with this. Okay, maybe not billions, but there's a ton of problems with it. Problem number 1 is that they are charging $10 a month for this. $10 a month. Okay, I'm gonna go, give me a second. I'm gonna look something up real quick. Let me see here. One of the cheapest MMOs I know of right now is RuneScape, and that's about somewhere around 7. So that's cheaper. I donate to a couple Patreons monthly for about $1 each, which racks up to a total of say about 7. I'm probably getting more content for that. Now, supposedly half of that $10 is actually going to the content creators. Now, say if you were to watch like for the I'm not saying you're gonna do this, but for like half the month you watched my stuff, and then for the other half of the month you want to watch PewDiePie's stuff. The way that we were hoping that this was gonna work was that $250 would go to Headhunter Productions, and then $250 would go to PewDiePie, and the advertising wouldn't go to like anyone else. That sounds like a good system, right? Wrong, according to YouTube, because essentially when you go to watch videos, that $5 goes into this enormous pool of money, which is distributed equally throughout the entirety of the YouTube content creators that are out there. Yeah, wealth is distributed equally. Cue the communist jokes already. Okay, first of all, this is a completely stupid system because money is going to people that you're not even watching. Now, I'm saying that, and I'm part of this pool. I'm part of this pool of people who are gonna supposedly be getting all this money, and I'm saying it's a stupid idea. And there's more money in it for me. I still think it's a stupid idea. Now that's probably that's gotta be saying something out there, but Lord knows that YouTube and the people running this thing aren't going to give a shit. Also, there is just no incentive for people to sign up for YouTube Red. There is no incentive for people to fucking do it. This is... I seriously think that this is gonna have an even bigger backlash than the Google Plus integration. I seriously think that this is gonna have that big of a backlash. Cause, wow, because, okay, first of all, there is no incentive to move over. Ad-free YouTube? What's to stop people from just getting ad block? There has been nothing saying that they're going to put in any countermeasure to ad block, like you have to disable ad block in order to watch videos. No. I haven't seen anything of that. Nothing. Nothing of that. So what's to stop people from just keep using ad block? Second, one of the other features was the ability to download videos. Or I could go to a third-party site and do that anyway. Here, I'm gonna give you one right now. I know it's against their policy, but clipconverter.cc is the one that I use for our segue videos on our live stream, which we're phasing out, by the way. But the third feature of this, and if there are more features to this, they're not saying anything about them. But the third feature of this is the ability to run videos in the background. The ability to run videos in the background. Okay, first of all, this would only work for music. And because you're not gonna boot up a Matt's Mind episode and then go play a game of solitaire on your phone or something. Cause why would you do that? You're gonna pay attention to the episode, or you're gonna pay attention to Hunter reviews, or you're gonna watch PewDiePie scream his stupid face off, or something like that. Seriously, dude, you overreact to stuff way too often. But, another feature is premium content, as in the stuff that you have to sign up for YouTube Red in order to watch, which I have no doubt will be all over the pirate websites, all over the internet. So there's still barely an incentive. But one of the shows I heard that they're going to be putting on this premium service is something with PewDiePie screaming his face off on movie sets. And then Rooster Teeth was doing something. But that's not an incentive for me to dish out $10 a month. Alright? For $10, I could buy 10 apples. Okay? I could buy 10 apples with the $10. And rather than giving it to YouTube, who's obviously making more than enough money as it is. You guys are taking 45% of our ad revenue. 45%. Everyone else, other sites take 30%. Alright, now I'm gonna take a bit from another video that I watched on this topic. That $10 it's just... Ugh. If you guys have $10 to spend, I have no reason to recommend YouTube Red to you guys. If you want to spend $10, send it over to my Patreon. And not even then. For $1 on my Patreon, you're gonna get all of the current tier rewards, because next month those are all going down to $1. That's early access to videos, the Matt's Mind episode commentary, deleted stuff, all kinds of crazy stuff, blooper reels, all this ridiculous stuff. It hasn't taken off yet, but trust me, it's really gonna start, like, ramping up next month, the stuff that we're gonna be posting over there. So, yeah, just send $1 to my Patreon and pay that every month. And better yet, go to 10 other Patreons and donate $1 every month. You'll probably get more out of it. 'Cause ad-free YouTube? That's not an incentive. I get it, ads are annoying, but a lot of people don't go for the 30-second unskippable ads. Okay? But it actually is worth noting that my network gives us different options for what to advertise. For those of you who don't know, a couple months back, we signed on with Curse Union for Gamers. They're our current network, and we're very happy with them. They only take 10%. We're very happy with them. Now, Curse Union for Gamers gives us more options for monetization. Like, alright, hold on, let me give a comparison here. The standard monetization is that once you turn on monetizing, you have to have the ad playing next to the video. Overlay ads are an option, and then there's skippable video ads. I don't have mid-episode ads because I believe that one ad at the beginning is enough, which begs the question, what is up with the current system? It's not based on views anymore, it's based on minutes watched. Minutes watched. Now tell me if that makes sense, because all of the ads are showing up at the beginning of the video, and a lot of people aren't putting the ads in the middle of the video. But anyway, back to my previous topic. That's on the gaming channel. Gaming channel isn't partnered with Curse Union for Gamers. Now, if I go over to my main channel here, give this a second to load. I have a lot of tabs open right now. And if I were to go to, say, the Wanderer trailer parody that we did yesterday, and I were to go to the monetization there, we have to display ads. That's that is something that we have to do here. Actually, no, we could turn it off, but we have the option to turn on non-skippable video ads, and we're never going to do that, by the way. We have the option to turn off the skippable ads, the overlay ads, and the display ad. We can turn all of this stuff off. So we actually have more options. I still think this is a really shitty idea, because let's do the math here. Say that I'm actually gonna pull out a calculator here. So say that we're gonna go with 1 million people. Say 1 million people sign up for YouTube for this for YouTube Red. Now say that there are 1 million people monetizing out there. Now, if wealth is being distributed equally there, I'm getting $1 a month out of this. $1 a fucking month. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous because I haven't seen any statistics. All I've seen is hate for it. That's all I've seen for it. I'm I have no reason to turn you to ask you guys to go towards YouTube Red. If anything, I'd recommend against it. Again, just donate to your 10 favorite Patreons and do that instead. You're gonna get more out of that. Because as I said, this just big swirling pool of money that they're supposedly creating isn't going to help anyone. I mean, we're at 5,500 subscribers here. It's gonna do jack shit. Now, like, if the wealth was distributed just between the people that you watch, that would have really helped out a lot of people. That would have really helped a lot of small YouTubers like us. Like us. We're still kind of small, guys, but we have a dedicated audience that likes our stuff. And if they just did it, like, between the YouTubers that you watch, that would have helped a ton of people. But instead, it's this big swirling pool of money that's not going to help anyone. I'm probably going to get 0.0001% of that giant swirling pool of money, which is probably going to end up being, like, 50 cents. 75 if I'm lucky. So, really, where's the incentive? Okay, I'm making decent money off of the 40% of you that aren't using Adblock. I know that it's like 40% of you that aren't actually using Adblock. The rest of you are using Adblock or are watching it through some other means. I don't know. Now, here's another problem that I just discovered, like, literally just right now. When you go sign up for YouTube Red, you get a free month. A free month of YouTube Red. That means I'm not getting paid money for that month. That's a month that I have to go without buying food. That's a month that I have to go without a freaking usable income. That's a whole month, guys. The only people that I can see who are actually benefiting from this horribly screwed up system is YouTube itself. Which is a really dick move. A really dick move. But again, we're gonna have to see what happens with this. I know there's gonna be an enormous backlash. There already is. Like, I'm seeing a ton of backlash from what people are hearing about YouTube Red. And it's a really, I don't know what to say about it. I'm gonna have to do a follow-up video, like, a couple months down the road, assuming it's still around then. Knowing YouTube, it probably will. But, essentially, I can't recommend that you get YouTube Red, guys. All I can recommend is that, you disable ad block, because that helps us. It really does. And you just donate to our Patreon. Like, donate $1 to our Patreon, because that will get you everything starting next month. And it's the 27th! I'm not planning on posting much else over there this month, so yeah. You can already get the new episode of Matt's Mind for $1 over there. I moved that down to $1. Also, the episode commentary, I moved that down to $1 as well. I'm moving everything down to $1 over there. This is just a absolutely ridiculous system. YouTube has just been making bad decision after bad decision. Now, I'll tell you what YouTube should be worried about. Facebook. Because they're planning on getting their own ad revenue system. And if they only take 30% of the ad revenue, YouTube is gonna have quite a few problems on their hands. Now I for one, despise Facebook. Cannot stand Facebook. But this is just a terrible decision. They've been making, I've been saying this a lot, but not one update that YouTube has done has been a good one. Not a single one. They took away our channel background a while back. Then there was the Google Plus integration, their copyright bullshit updates, and now this. And their live streaming is just, it can't compete with Twitch. It can't compete with Twitch, guys. Just dump the live stream thing. Start taking 30%, ditch YouTube Red. Of course, you're not going to ditch YouTube Red because you've already invested too much money in it. I know what's going on. They invest so much money into one project that they can't back out of it, so they have to implement it. No matter how bad the backlash is, because YouTube has zero feedback system. They don't care. They don't care. Do you seriously think they care? Because they don't. I'm not going to turn this into a rant, though. But it's just been bad decision after bad decision. I mean, when they moved over to the minutes watch system instead of the total view system, it screwed over the animator department. I know a ton of animators who are now going over to Newgrounds because they have their own revenue system. And they aren't going off of minutes watched. They're going off of a number of factors. I don't know. I haven't been on Newgrounds in forever. But I know it's less of a bullshit system. Tom Fulp is actually doing well over there with that ad revenue system. But back to YouTube. This is probably the stupidest money grab that you've ever done. They're taking 50% of this. They're taking 50% of the money because half of it's going to Google. And the other half is going into this great big money pool. Why? Why does this have to be the system? This giant money pool where all the money is distributed equally. But then, on a system that could have worked, is distributing money based on the people that you actually watch, instead of distributing it to people that you probably don't give two shits about. I know for a fact that there are YouTubers out there that you guys do not watch, whether it be PewDiePie, there are people who don't watch him, or it be Markiplier. I don't watch Markiplier. I don't watch a lot of Let's Players. Or Peanut Butter Gamer, or Cat Icarus, or JonTron, or Brutal Moose, whoever. It really doesn't matter who you do and don't watch. And I do watch some of those people. I'm not gonna go into detail as to who exactly I do watch. But it's a really, really fucked up system. And it's a very there's so little information that it just scares the shit out of me. 'Cause, like, I already have the Patreon up. Like, I'm getting $30 a month off of that, which is actually really good. Thanks, guys. But I don't know. It's just YouTube needed to provide a lot more information on this, and they haven't done that. It's really, really as simple as that. But also the leadership behind YouTube, I don't know who they're trying to appeal to, but it is not the majority of the people who are actually operating on the website. Because like before with the channel backgrounds, I could have actually put in buttons that would have gone to, say, our Tumblr. Oh yeah, it's Tumblr night, isn't it? Or our Twitter, or our Twitch, or any of those things that you see on the video right now. Our live stream, our other gaming channel. No, now we have this thing up in the corner, these little tiny things that you can barely see, and you can only have 5 of them up there. Otherwise, people have to go over to the About page, where we have about 9 links. Okay? 9 links. We can only put 5 of them up in the corner there, but 9 links are over on our About page, and I recommend you check out all of them because the progress reports are also over there. I Alright, guys, I don't want to wear out my voice too badly. I gotta record Matt's Mind today. We'll see where this goes. I do not recommend you get YouTube Red until we know exactly what's going on. And knowing YouTube, we probably won't. And knowing YouTube, this is gonna screw up the whole site. If it does, hopefully they'll have the brains to actually go back to the way things were originally, the way things are right now. Because right now, things are fine. Like, we're growing it's a slow pace, but we're growing. We're getting there. It's not too bad, but if this happens, I really think that my finances are gonna tank. I really do think that my finances are gonna tank. And right now, I really don't want that. Because I'm investing a lot of time into this, and I really passionately want to turn this into a career. I don't want to go out and get a job. I want to make videos for you guys. That's something I want to do. And it is for these reasons that we are not going to offer any content behind this YouTube Red. All of our stuff is going to be free to watch if we ever have the option of making it pay to watch. We will never make our thing pay to watch. Even if YouTube goes over to a mandatory subscription system, we're going to move to another site. And I'm going to tell you where we're going, and I'm going to make it abundantly clear where we're moving. Because I believe that a 15-second ad, or an ad playing next to the video, or an ad that pops up 10 seconds in is more than enough, and there shouldn't be anything more than that. And that is what and that is my 2 cents on the matter. Anyway, thanks guys. Thanks for listening. If you're still here, by all means, please spread the word about YouTube Red, because the way it's looking, it's going to become a very major issue. It launches tomorrow, so we'll have to see what happens.